everybody, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming and watch me as I experiment with Hydrostone. Right now I'm just showing you guys how I got the color in the little dye squeegee bottle things. For the yellow and red, I use Aqua Resin, and for the green and blue, I use a dye that I found on Amazon. And of course, I just mixed the red and yellow to make orange, so no big deal there. I wanted to try out this technique because I just was feeling really colorful. I was just in the vibe for some colors. It's summertime, you know, summer is bright, it's beautiful. So I just wanted to do something a little bit fun. If you've seen some of my past videos, my past shorts, you see that I've been experimenting with the black and white. So for this technique, I wanted to try and use the colorful dots just to see what the technique, what the results would produce. So here I am just putting dots all over all of my different molds, different colors. I tried to speed this up a little bit, y'all, but the editing software that I'm using, it only speeds up to twice as fast. So I'm going twice as fast as I can here, guys. Please bear with me. As you can see, there's no real rhyme or resin to this. I'm just putting dots, around. I did realize towards the end that if you put the lighter colors, you want to put colors next to each other that match. So you wouldn't put green and yellow next to each other because they're going to turn into brown. I figured that out later. So I started putting the red and the blue dots close to each other. And then I put the yellow dots closer to the red dots because, yellow and red just makes orange. And then it was okay if I put a little bit of the blue next to the yellow because blue and yellow makes green. So here I am making the Hydrostone mixture. So Hydrostone is a gypsum base or plaster based material that's mixed with quartz silica. So it dries like stone. It is a 3-to-1 ratio. So if you're going to use 5 ounces of water, you'd use 15 ounces of Hydrostone. So I'm not really mathy, but I have the scale here and I'm just showing you guys, how you would weigh it out. Your measurements can be a little off. I would just suggest having, you see that bucket of Hydrostone, I just suggest having a bucket. So if you're mixing it and you notice that it's too loose, you can add another tablespoon. Or if you're mixing it and it's too thick, you can, add a little bit more water at a time. My mom used to always tell me, y'all, you can always add more, but you can't take away. So here I am getting the 15 ounces of Hydrostone together because I wanted to make a big batch since I had so many molds to fill. And so that's what I'm doing just here. And then, y'all, my scale died. Okay, of course, I haven't put any batteries in this scale for years. So since I got it, I haven't changed the batteries. But this one I've had for 3 years and it's always said low battery, y'all, but it never cuts off. So I just went and got this one so I can continue measuring out my Hydrostone. And now I'm going to add it to the water. I love adding it to the water because it just makes this little sizzling effect. Side note, when you're using this mixture, you do want to have on a dust mask or an air mask. Whenever you're dealing with small particles like this, you want to try to wear a mask because it's going to help, keep just small, tiny particles out of your lungs. It's not good to have any kind of tiny particles in your lungs. So I definitely suggest wearing a mask with this material and also using gloves. The gloves aren't 1,000% necessary, but this material really dries your hands out. So if you don't want to deal with having dry, ashy hands, I would suggest using gloves. Definitely use a mask. So as you can see, I added the Hydrostone to the water. That's what you want to do. Do not add your water to your Hydrostone initially, because it's not going to mix properly and it's going to make more work on the end for you. So definitely add your Hydrostone to your water. Next up, we're going to start pouring. I left these in real time because who doesn't love a good slow pour? And y'all, these are so pretty. I loved pouring these. It was so therapeutic just to see the different colors come up on the sides and then watching them ravage to the top of the mold and seeing what colors settle. It was also very interesting to see what colors did settle at the top, because when you remove them from the molds, the bottom looks totally different from the top. This is an incense burner. I got this mold off of Amazon. Most of these molds I got off of Amazon. Honestly, I think all of these molds I got off of Amazon. So I haven't gotten molds anywhere else. So I don't know why I said that. So, but there's plenty of other places to get good molds. Like Let's Resin. I do have some Let's Resin molds, but I got them off of Amazon. But y'all, can you see those tree branches coming out? It looks so cool. I love the way it just kind of reached across the mold. It was pretty cool. All right, here I am pouring the leaf. If you follow me on the TikTok Talketh, or on the gram, or on Pinterest, or any of those places, I did post a little snippet of this leaf because I just thought this pour was so pretty. I love the way that, y'all see what I meant by the colors? You see how that orange and that blue merged together and it made that like funky, like orangey blue brownie color? Now, I have nothing against orangey blue brownie colors, but I'm just saying, like, if that's not the look that you're going for, you want to put the dots of like colors, not light colors, but colors that favor each other together. I'm trying to figure out how far I can extend this method. So I'm going to keep experimenting with this. And here I am mixing up a little bit more of my mixture because, as you can see, I had run out, so I had to create some more. Here I am mixing it up really well. You want to get it to a nice thick pancake batter consistency. That's how I know it's the right consistency, when it's kind of like thick, like the batter. Like if you were making thick pancakes, I like my pancakes thick. And if you were, it would be like this consistency. But if you didn't want to play it by eye, you could just totally measure it out. And that's what I would suggest you do, is measure it out. I'm getting ready to pour in a second. I went and probably added a little more mixture to it. I'm sorry, I disappeared off screen. And so I am pouring, aren't I? I am pouring. There it is. I told you guys I was pouring. All right. Here we are pouring. I love the pouring, y'all. It's so therapeutic. I got into this hobby because I wanted something else that was therapeutic. If you've been following me, you know that I had my own store where I made my own bath and body products. And I really liked that business as well, but it just got really stressful. And I needed something that was a little more peaceful. And I came across all of these people making crafts in the UK using this material called jesmonite. But jesmonite is so hard to get in the US. Like, you can get little sample kits off of Etsy, but it's a small sample kit, and then like the shipping is extremely high. And then if you try to just like get a big kit shipped from like the UK, like you'd be paying like $80 for material, but the shipping was like $200. So I was like, so I've been on this journey. As you see, like my first video on here, I was using Plaster. So this is not Plaster. This is another material. It's a plaster based material, but it's, you know, it took me some trial and error to find this material. And so here I am doing another technique. I did have some black and yellow ones. The black I made using some powdered black. I just showed you guys from Amazon as well. And I think on this tray, I'm just gonna go with my every color. As you see, I'm trying to put the red and the orange next to each other. And I put the blue and the yellow next to each other. And you see, I'm strategically placing the green between the blue and the yellow because, you know, those colors, they do mix well. And here we are pouring. I love a good slow pour. These are the best parts of the video. If you guys really like pouring, you should just follow me on my other accounts because that's the part that I mostly post. And I post them really quickly too. Just because, you know, people like to get to the good part fast. So here I am pouring. Y'all, look at the tree branch. I don't know why I keep calling them tree branches, but I feel like that's what they look like. They look like tree branches that are growing out of the color. And I just love it so much. Next up, y'all, I'm going to be using that same technique, but these are two molds that I made. The one at the top I made using giant marbles, and I glued them together, and then I put them in silicone to make a bubble coaster mold. And then the one at the bottom, I used what? Oh, I used Christmas bulb lights. Y'all, these videos, if you want evidence, they're on TikTok. I used Christmas bulb lights and hot glue. And so that one is really like abstract. As you can see, like in the grooves, it has those different lines and stuff. I didn't realize that the hot glue would make an impression in the silicone, because I'd never used silicone before, so I didn't really know like what I was getting into. But the second one you see is a little bit more polished, but nonetheless, I still like the look. I think it's like abstract chic, and you know, for someone who doesn't like perfect things, I'm sure someone would like it. It makes a really funky coaster. Bubble coasters are all the rave now, guys. And so I wanted to make my own. I didn't want to copy someone else's design and make a mold out of theirs. So that's why I tried to make my own. I didn't try. I did, and I succeeded. Whether or not you like it, you know, hey, that's up to you. But that's why I made my own, because I didn't want to copy anyone else's. I love this pour, y'all. This is one of my favorites. Y'all know that Harry Styles song that's like everywhere? That's what this reminds me of. It's just like colorful and like in your face and bright and happy, and those tree branches are reaching for the sky, darling. They're reaching for the sky. Love it. All right, next, guys, we have the seashell. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Does she not? Maybe she stopped off after all this time. Y'all, you know, sometimes I have a British accent, y'all. Don't judge me. I always wonder if people in like England and like other places and like the Netherlands and New Zealand, like, do they have a fake American accent? You know, like I have my English accent. I wonder if they be like, how y'all doing? I'm from Mississippi. That would be hilarious. I'm sure they do. I can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only one. And I know Americans aren't the only ones who have random English accents. Can't be, huh? All right, so these are all of the molds after we fill them in. And you see, guys, they're looking, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody if I did. You see, y'all, they're looking really cool and funky and colorful, and I love them so much. I can't wait to demold them for you. Y'all see how those tree branches just kind of like reached out? Now, guys, I keep saying guys, y'all, I'm sorry. Now, y'all can do this same technique. It is so simple and it was so easy. I'm pretty sure like anybody can do it. That's why I'm showing you all. Yeah. Y'all, when I say guys, it's gender neutral, okay? So I don't want anyone to get offended. All right. So here is the demolding process. As you can see, it's like this cool like tie-dye vibes, like Easter, Oz. I just love it. Totally different from the back. Right? That was totally different from the back. All right, let's do the giant leaf. My mom says she got one of these plants. I'm like, I want one of these real life plants in real life because it's really awesome looking. But you can use this as a planter. You can put them on the wall. You can put them, you know, as like decor, just like on your bookshelf or on your dresser. Like you can, like if you know, whatever. You can do whatever you want with them. You can sell them or market them as whatever you want. This seashell is a really cute trinket dish. So if you have like earrings and things like that, it looks really cute on there. Ooh, y'all. Yeah, came out really good. This one came out amazing as well. They all came out pretty good. So I'm just going to let you guys watch me demold. And thank you guys for joining my channel. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Please hit that like and that follow button. And stay tuned for more videos. Bye, y'all. Once again, thank you guys for joining me. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like if you've lasted this far, because I know this video is super long. And shop the collection online. Thanks, y'all. See you again. Bye.